Morning, my fellow zombies. Are we sleep deprived? Are we emotionally screwed up yet? Yeah, me too. It's damn near 4 o'clock in the morning. I keep asking myself, what the hell am I doing up this morning? Well, let's see, it's Tuesday and then tomorrow's school day, so what the hell? This is Weaver, John C. of Roseman, California. You're a zombie out here. Yeah, I'm not live awake yet. Deal with that one, guys. Talking to a fellow tuber out there. I don't even know what's going on with his thoughts and his Myers and everything else going on. Yeah, I have been trying to keep track of politics. Not the internal politics. That's where you go to YouTube to see if you got any more specific out there because MSNBC is still focusing more on what all this Trump dancing. Oh God, if I have to use that damn name, the gas bag. I have to keep using it, the gas bag, and everything else related to the schmuck. Anything regarding the schmuck on the sidelines, any side notes or anybody else even remotely connected to the gas bag is being put on YouTube out there, or sometimes on the major networks. I'll keep track of it that way on some occasions. In responding to what they, what someone was talking about, the wrath of God on people left and right. I think it's the wrath of humanity, our own ignorance and indifference and apathy, our own credulous about things. We think we know better, and yet we don't. Case in point is when you have politicians out there who are still screaming and yelling in special sessions. Some people keep trying to put gun laws in effect, and they can't do that because the other people don't want it. They just don't want it. They don't want their money, or they don't want something about the gun. Something about the damn weapon is so damn addictive to it that you have to have it. It's an American tradition. Well, some traditions ought to be buried alive like the worms they are. They ought to be. We got to have stricter gun laws. And yeah, I'm talking as a leftist libtard here. I don't like the idea of walking into a damn school campus or a shopping center or somewhere else, and I got to be afraid of the next asshole next to me who is ready to shoot my frickin' face off just because he's got a nervous twitch. He shouldn't have been allowed a gun. Well, there's no way that we're going to force this shit down people's throat because now we're trying to break out civil rights here, and we're going to be if we're going to be going down this nut job thing. Okay, let's go down the rabbit hole, shall we? Let's go down a freaking rabbit hole at this point over here. I may send a copy of this one over to Daryl just for help, just for letting him enjoy this one here. Okay, so we're chasing after the white rabbit going into the land of where the hell we are. We're going to be going into every doctor's place, every therapist. I think I sent a copy over to my own therapist just for her opinions on this one here too. We're going into your offices, into your file drawers. We're going to demand by court order or by some other kind of weird ass order to determine whether or not these people are going to be sane enough to own a gun. And in certain states, to have a concealed carry weapons permit or maybe just a carry permit. And we want to make sure that they're mentally stable by someone else's quote unquote medical professional opinion whether or not they're sane enough to use, own, and operate a gun. And what if the therapist had been conned all this time? What happens if they've been conned? Told that they were normal and yet turned out to be batshit crazy. That's like if we're going to be regulated, and if I'm going to be putting this on YouTube at this point over here, I think I will get my ass kicked on this one. So, pretend I got a visual of an AR-15 modified for semi-auto. I want this gun. I'm drilling for this gun. I gotta have this gun. I'm going into the gun dealer right now. I'm opening the door. I'm going through him right now. There's the clerk. Yeah, clerk. I want a gun. All right, I got lots of guns over here. What they say this one over here? I got. Take your pick. I want this 15 here. Oh, well, you can't have that one. Why can't I have that one? Well, you need a permit for that one. You also need this, and you need that, and blah, 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 blah. And where is your psychological report? I gotta carry a psychological report. Well, no, but we'll do the report for you. We'll contact your doctor directly over here just to see if you're legally responsible and legally sane. How's that grab you? You're not going into my medical records. I just want the freaking gun already. Next customer in line, please. All right. What do I need? Sign this paper over here. Read every damn line of it. Agree to everything. Put in a check mark. This is gonna take me an hour to get through this shit. I want the gun now. Well, I can't tell you. I can't help you about that one here. Just fill out the damn paperwork and we'll get the process started, though. I got the money right now. I want to buy it off the thing. I want to get it now. We have to wait about 5 or 6 days for it to be cleared and to be reviewed. Did you hear what I just said? I want the gun now. You going to continue to sing, or am I going to call the cops on you? I'll be back with the damn paperwork filled out. No, you fill that right here in front of me on the camera. There's another pawn shop that's got better guns. And he's got to go to the same thing. See, it's a state law we just passed over here. What state law? Well, it's going to be passing through any time now. But we still have to do this paperwork process. I want the damn gun. I'm going to reach over the counter right now. Now, wait a second. What are you doing? You can't grab that. The hell I can't. You're not going to tell me that I'm not going to get my gun. You just reached over and grabbed that gun. I got a gun in my pocket right here. You see this thing? I'm twirling it around. This is a gun. Now, this is what I want, and this is what I want right now. I ain't filling any paperwork. I got the cash to purchase the damn thing now. Now, if you don't give me this gun, I'm going to grab some ammunition, and then you do the math on that one, son. I don't want bureaucracy. I want my gun. Okay. Cops are coming in through the door right now. Yes, Officer Lee. This guy refuses to do the background check. He didn't want to fill out any paperwork over here. He wants his gun right now. He wants to be willing to pay for it. And it's probably at that point, if we want to stop from the scenario here, it's all just a fake scenario here, that if the person is willing enough to go to any lengths to get a gun, he's going to get a gun, even out the street. And there's no way for a person to understand if he's going to be that crazy unless he's going to be on the street and being crazy. But if he happens to go into the doctor's office, it's going to be up to the therapist and the medical establishment to determine whether or not this guy is actually sane or not. If or when we actually get any federal or state laws to do this invasion of privacy into our records at this point. Granted, for other things, when you're screening for other things, I can understand that. But here's the thing: we keep every time we have a shooting, it's usually one political side or another political side are saying that we need tougher gun laws. Well, yes, we do need tougher gun laws. So we need to do a background check. Okay, we do a background check. It's usually the criminal background check. But when it comes down for psych evaluations, this is where I keep hearing it from the political right that they want more psych evaluations, which means invasion of privacy, going through your records and taking HIPAA law, and this is the HIPAA law. Your privacy, your information Say goodbye to HIPAA. Say goodbye to your medical privacy. Gone forever. Now, if you want your medical records private, that's fine. We still have the HIPAA privacy. But if we happen to get rid of that damn thing just to do the 5-day background check, now this is the compromise we got right now, boys and girls. Because this means it's not just a background check. We're making yourselves a political target at this point over here and a public target at the same damn time. Now, I'm a First Amendment writer. I like the First Amendment, but there's always limitations. I'm a constitutionalist. Not everything is in writing, but has to be done in spirit. But we still have to follow the Constitution because this is the law of the land. This is how it is. This is how it shall be until they actually change or get ourselves a new Constitution, which will put ourselves into more screwed up process anyway. This is breakfast, by the way. Now, this is the thing. I'm not a legal scholar of any sort, but this is what I understand. You start meddling around with our private affairs at this point over here, you're making yourself into a public target at this point over here. You're open season. That means financial disclosure is one thing. That's the IRS situation right there. But we're talking about medical. Now we're talking about everybody involved in this situation over here. If you're going to be running for public office, that means everything and anything is going to be out on the table here, including your medical history, including your psych, just to see if you're going to be legal or legitimate enough to do something for political office. That includes if you want to own a gun. How about if we put that in office? How about if we put that out there? It's not paranoia. Follow the logic on this one. Follow the logic. You want your gun that bad? Then let's put up the medical examinations here. Let's just say whether or not you're going to be legal enough for this damn thing. And understand that once you open up the damn Pandora's box here, everything else is open season over here. But in order to protect ourselves from the crazy people who've got the guns, we have to have access to medical and psychological. We have to have the medical establishment understand this situation. Yeah, I'm tilting the camera. I'm tilting the camera. You got to understand that your records are open season now. Unless, of course, Congress writes a specific law. This is not state. This is federal. Unless, of course, you're going through the state, and then you're going to be going through lawsuits at this point over here, checking our civil rights versus the right of the public to see if this guy is going to be mentally stable enough for it. And if it's verified if he's stable enough. And the doctor, here's the thing. The doctor who signs off on this thing, on the paperwork, they're open season. They got to be held accountable to the medical boards of their states. There's no national medical board, but there's only the individual boards that grants the doctor license enough to practice in their state. If they happen to go to another state and they want to practice, they got to, do whatever legal they got to do with the medical boards over there to make sure that they're certified for state and state and state. But if they just reside in one state, okay, fine. But they still got to recertify themselves. And in certifying themselves, that means they got to have a record. They got a paper trail on this one. So they got to be held accountable. They have liability insurance like crazy. I wanted to broke all the damn time. Besides paying off the damn doctor bills and actually the educational bills, getting them inside the office. They got financial institutions they still have to deal with, unfortunately. And the medical insurance. Malpractice. Oof. That was major. Still is. But they're holding themselves in the limelight now, telling you that this person is either batshit crazy or he's normal. And the doctor is trying to certify this schmuck here. And if this schmuck has already fed him enough crap and he can't figure it out, guess what? Guess what, boys and girls? He gets himself a weapon. And he's going to use it on people. Of course, the other gun owners are saying, no, 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 we can't do that. We got our own privacies. We got the Second Amendment over here. We're responsible gun owners. Yeah, you're a responsible gun owner, all right? And being a responsible gun owner, that means you're going to be responsible enough to shoot people and accept that? Really? Because inflicting harm on another person is a hell of a decision to make, even though if it's a quick, instinctive nature to shoot the other person, either causing injury or causing death. And now you got to deal with the psychological effects afterwards. May not be immediate, but it'll kick you in the ass down the road. But of course, we're going to be responsible. We're all going to be responsible. We're all going to be carrying guns at this point over here. We all got to be certified. And the Republicans keep saying that we want normal people to have them. Well, define normal in our society right now. I've always questioned this one for a long time. Define normal. I've never been able to define normal. Because normal is commonly accepted in society. Commonly accepted. If it ain't commonly accepted, then it's not normal, is it? It's not what society considers normal. Is it normal behavior to go into a gun store, grab a gun, go out and shoot people because you got something going on in you? Is that normal? But we're supposed to be doing a background check on this guy. What happens if this person over here doing the shooting doesn't have a criminal history? So by legal standards, they can own a gun and they can shoot and commit murder. And in order to determine whether or not the person is batshit crazy, we have to break HIPAA. We have to break the HIPAA law. We have to break people's privacy. We have to break the doctor's trust at this point over here. That doctor-patient confidentiality is tossed out. Toss that out in here, boys. I'm using this thing as a garbage bag. Just give me your permission. I'll slam it in here, and I'll toss it out to the regular landfill. Your privacy has gone to hell. Your privacy has gone to hell, and so is this. I just tore up HIPAA. I'm saying HIPAA's no damn good because now we got to have everything really accountable at this point over here and transparent. But people don't want that, do they? In order to be accountable, transparent, and responsible, we all got to do it. But we don't. If we're going to be holding ourselves accountable, transparent, and responsible, we have to follow those kind of guidelines. Which means anything and everything goes. Which means I get to know everything about you. Your privacy has gone to hell. If you're going to be owning a gun, I want to know everything about you. I'm going to know anything and everything about you. Everything gone to public? Well, now you're on you're open book right now. If you're going to be running for a political office, that's one thing. But you're going to be putting people in a privacy situation. That's a different story altogether. I was talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene, or trying to anyway, concerning about this broad. How the hell she get into office being batshit crazy? I blame the voters for that one. Because here's the thing. If we actually did put ourselves accountable, transparent, and responsible, we would never have gotten people like her in office. It's the flip side of being... It's the flip side of our Constitution and our rights. Our right to know whether or not you're going to be batshit crazy and not ready to kill me. I need to know. But then again, if I'm not purchasing a gun, I'm going to be purchasing something else. Is that also going to be needing a form for me to fill out for a liability situation that you can dare into my privacy over here and find out whether or not I can't even get a banana? You said this was a gun. This is a banana. Now I need a form for this one. I need a Privacy Act for this one. I need to fill out a HIPAA release form concerning about a banana who may or may not be, if it is or if it isn't, healthy for me. I just used this as an example, as a weapon. I just pointed a banana and threatened you with a banana, thinking this is a gun. And if I happen to go into a gun store and happen to stick this into a person's back, they don't know whether or not they got a blue steel or they got a banana in there. But there's been stranger things. So let's just say if I happen to get me a gun, I just got me a gun. I'm going to take this gun and I'm going to do some damage with it. Now I got some ammunition. And while they're doing a criminal background check to see whether or not I got any crimes or anything else in the state and the national database, they found out I've got nothing. Now I get to take this gun here and I get to do some damage on people over here. And then I do some damage over here, and I do some damage over here, and I do some damage over here. Oh, look, they're bleeding all over the damn place. Is one of them going to die? Oh, look, they die, they die, they die. I'm so mentally screwed up right now. Oh, damn it, here comes the cops. Okay, that takes care of that. The guy's already dead. Or else the cops already just found the guy and just said, drop the gun. No. So now they start doing a background check on the guy. Did they or did they not find originally in the first pass anything wrong with this guy? If he didn't have a criminal past, he got a gun. But if he's got a criminal past, he can't have a gun. But did they ever check the psych on this one? Now, if you do the psych, we got the doctor-patient confidentiality, and those doctors don't even like to release records, especially for the guy who's already dead, unless they happen to get a court order in order to force the doctor to get that information. And once they get that information, you mean this guy's already been crazy and you allowed him to have a gun? We ain't any laws. Pandora's box blasted open. Think about that one, boys and girls. The next time you want to open up your mouth concerning about you need a background check on this one idiot or asshole or asslorette or whatever that you call them, and you think they might be a bad person. Okay, they might be a bad person. They can only do a criminal background check on a person, but they can't do a medical background before they get themselves a gun. Understand that the laws that are coming out or they're trying to get out is going to be intruding into our own public lives at this point. It's bad enough when you're going to be running for office that your own private life is just tossed out the window because now you're a public figure. You got to be held accountable. Everything. So if they start using that logic concerning about privacy, concerning about getting weaponry at this point over here, consider everything else that might be tumbling out. Your privacy is gone forever. Of course, we think we want to keep things private. That's why we broadcast them on social media. It's like I've told people a long time ago, if you're going to be broadcasting your damn dirty shirts out there, you got to be putting them on a damn bulletin board. Understand, you're open season, pal. I said this before in my previous videos. That includes when you haven't done your damn dirty laundry, which I'm overdue. How's that for privacy and being public for you? Especially with the clothing I got to get washed today, including the ones I'm wearing.